Okay.
That's why I think the crown queen.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. Where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little. Get that wine in your system for your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watch. You don't like it, then you want to invite it. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clock it. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back until you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up? What's going on, everybody?
Hey.
Welcome to the live, everybody. Welcome to our live interview. This is going to be a very special interview. I'm interviewing somebody that I know personally tonight who's been dealing with something all her life that a lot of you people have probably never even heard of. And we're going to talk about how she has successfully overcome these things that we're going to talk about tonight. And as you can see, she has a crown on. She has a crown on.
Crown queen, wear your crown.
Wear that crown, honey. But so everybody come on in, hit that like button, hit the share button. Make sure you share the live out to all your family and friends, especially if you are related to me and related to Karneshia. We are cousins by long distance, but we are cousins. Real cousins. Now. So make sure you show support by liking the video, sharing the video, and subscribe to the channel if you like our content. No pressure.
Yes.
No pressure. Comedy, please introduce yourself.
Hey, y'all know who it is, the one and only Caramel Diva in the house.
Woo-woo.
I know I had been missing for a while. I was dealing with some I don't know, it might have been the Rona, it could have just been bronchitis. Hell, I don't know. I'm gonna give it to Tanya, that's for sure. I'm gonna mail it to you. I'm gonna mail it to you. But I'm so excited to be here tonight to interview Karneshia. I think the video that I saw about her was so wonderful and positive that, you know, you have to give people their praise. And, you know, you don't want to, I mean, she's doing everyday things, but there's a lot of people who would let a disability stop them. And baby girl, we're so proud that you are journeying on, doing what you have to do. And I'm really happy to sit here and talk to you tonight. And I think it's going to be a great interview.
Thank you for introducing yourself. And my dear cousin, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are and where you're from and why you got that crown on your head.
My name is Karneshia Shantel. Some people know me as K Shantel. I am Miss Wheelchair Alabama 2020, recently, and we're headed to nationals this year.
Awesome. I love the crown. It's beautiful. And again, everybody who's just coming into the live, if you saw the title of the video, we're interviewing Karneshia Shantel, who was born with Spina Bifida. And she is actually now Miss Wheelchair Alabama. She was just crowned recently, a little while ago, crowned Miss Wheelchair Alabama. And she's on the road to trying to become Miss Wheelchair USA or America. So I am so proud of her. I am so extremely proud of her. Like Caramel Diva said, there's a lot of people who are born with a lot of disabilities, and some of them don't reach as far as they probably could reach. They use it as a crutch to not. They use it as a clutch. Mm-hmm.
They use it as a crutch or a stopping point to not ascend to higher heights.
Right.
And you know, I feel like anybody who can take their disability and turn it into a possibility, you already won. because your spirit is allowing you to go further than maybe your body can.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, Karneshia, let the people know who's watching. And you do have a lot of supporters in the chat. I see family rolling in already. Let them know exactly what spina bifida is.
Spina bifida is a congenital birth defect where there's a hole in the spinal column and the spinal cord is not completely closed at birth. And so mine is in the lower region of my spinal cord. Okay. So once they close that up, it results in my paraplegia.
Okay.
Now
and you
were
where
they can go in. It's risky, but they can go in and repair that while the mom is still pregnant. Have you seen that or heard about that?
Yeah, that procedure is a most recent procedure. It wasn't available at the time when I was born, but yes, that is the most recent procedure that I have seen.
Okay. Now, are they having a lot of success with that, or
everybody's different. Now, spina bifida is they call it a snowflake condition because no one case is like the other. So somebody else's success rate could be different from the next person's.
Okay. Right. Okay. And I have read where there are 4 types of spina bifida. Which one do you have, or are there more than 4 types? Because that's just what I read.
I have myelomeningocele spina bifida.
Okay. Okay. Now, is that on the lower end? Is that on the higher end, like between worse and, you know what I mean? Like,
it's hard to say what's the low and high end, but mine specifically, the fluid was around the sac of my spinal cord, and some people it's wrapped around. I can't even explain it. Sometimes it's wrapped around the spinal cord, and sometimes it travels up to the brain. Mine didn't come up to my brain though.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now, and when you were literally born with that, or like when you were when your mom was pregnant, my cousin, I hope she's watching. When your mom was pregnant, did she know then, or did the doctors know then, or was it after you were born that they just saw something like that don't look right?
She did not. She didn't know. She was never informed, and I don't even think the doctors knew until I was born. Okay. But I also have two underlying conditions as well. I was also born with gastroschisis, so my mom was hit with a double surprise at birth, which was I had an opening on the back and the front. My intestines were exposed as well as my spinal cord.
Oh, wow.
Now, what did they use to cover that up? Did they use skin from something else, or they just kept you covered until the skin finally?
I don't have all the details on how they closed me up. My mom knows most of that, but as far as I know, they opened me up and put it back inside and then closed it back up.
Okay. Oh, wow. So you probably had some pretty extensive surgeries throughout.
Many surgeries throughout my lifetime, and I'm still not done having surgeries.
Oh, really? You still got more surgeries to come?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Now, are those like to try to help the spina bifida? Like, I know you're like paralyzed from, is it the waist, right at the waist?
And no surgeries. I wouldn't say it necessarily helps spina bifida. Mm-hmm. I mean, spina bifida is not curable. Okay. But it's kind of to correct some things that might have been misplaced from birth, even still are still not where they're supposed to be.
Okay. All right. Well, I definitely want to wish you good luck with any surgeries that you have upcoming. I wish most success for you. Like, you know, I'd never heard of this before. But then, you know, a while back when we were getting our first mega family reunion together, that was how I met you, and I met a whole bunch of different family members across the United States. And when I first we became friends on Facebook, and I saw your posts, I saw your videos, I saw your accomplishments, and I'm like, well, dang, this lady This cutting the mind. She's amazing. And that's why I had to have you on our first segment of our She's So Amazing show. Because I'm just so proud of everything that you have done and everything that you have accomplished. Now I know that you're Miss Alabama right now. You won Miss Wheelchair Alabama. Let me correct that. Miss Wheelchair Alabama 2020. And you have done a lot of things over your life that you know are just might surprise a lot of people. I want to know, like, how has spinal bifida impacted you since birth to now? Because I know that you have this disease or this, spinal disease, but you accomplished so much. So, how has it impacted you positively and negatively since birth?
That's a good question. Positively, it makes me look at life different as far as I don't see anything wrong with the way that I am. To me, it just gave me an extra push, I guess. But it also, I don't know if I can speak to the negative as much because this is the only life that I've known to live. The only thing I can say is the way that the world looks at us, and that's part of the negative is the way that they see us, and we're just people.
They look at y'all like, "Oh, poor you, and you need to be
I'm
fixed."
never looking for anyone's sympathy.
Right.
In my life.
Right, and that's something really important when you're born with something like that, where you're paralyzed or can't walk or anything like that. A lot of times, what helps you get by is not wanting sympathy from other people and trying your best to achieve personal goals, like all the things that you have done successfully. Do you have like a how do they like do you have goals that you set out intentionally, like one day I'm going to become Miss Wilshire? Do you have goals like that, or is it just like people approach you with different ideas and be like, I think you should go out? I mean, how did you become Miss Wheelchair Alabama?
I actually don't have goals that I set. Things just kind of happen to me. Or I know what I want to do in life, and I feel like I know what my purpose is, and I just work to fulfill that, and in turn things and different opportunities just kind of come to me. I was approached by a few people who said that I should do this competition, and for the last 2 years I just didn't want to do it. I was running from it. I was like, I don't think that's me. I don't see myself as a Miss anybody, or I don't know how that would work for me. I've never done nothing like that. But I did it, and I was good at it, and it was fulfilling for me. It was, and I didn't know that I would feel like that about this type of competition. It's more around.
Go ahead, come on.
I was saying, what was the platform?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Karneshia, and then Karma Diva's got to ask you a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's centered around advocacy, and that's what I already do. So therefore, it was the right lane for me, and I just didn't even know that.
Okay, all right, awesome. You got a question, Karma Diva?
No, she answered it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you don't have like a vision board, like I don't know why, but sometimes people when they're in a position where a lot of people would just expect for them to not be able to do certain things like regular day people's. That sometimes people might have a vision board or anything like the modeling. How did you get into modeling? Because a lot of people don't know that you're a model as well.
Yeah.
I never really been into the vision boards. When we did the competition in Huntsville, we did have a vision board activity, and it was my first time ever doing a vision board. And I was like, I can see how people would like this, but I'm just kind of a like fly by the seat of my pants type of person, and I just go whatever's going on. But what was your original question?
how did you get into modeling? Like, was that something you wanted to get into?
Yeah, I wanted to get into it, and I started taking some pictures to see, if this is something that I wanted to get into. I started working with a couple of people taking pictures, and I had a friend of mine that approached me and was like, "Hey, I'm doing a fashion show," and he had a clothing line. He's like, "I want you to be a part of it." I was like, "Yeah, this is something I want to do. I'll do it." And I was super nervous, but it turned out very well, and I just kept doing them after that and kept taking pictures, and I got published, and I keep getting published and getting shows, and it's just been an amazing experience that I hope to continue, because this is part of my work in advocacy, is showing that we need representation in the beauty and entertainment industries.
Right.
True. Right. Very true. Very true. Very true. You got a question, Carmel Diva, before I roll out another one?
Go for it.
Okay. Now, you had just mentioned something that I wanted to talk about, and that was you representing, people who have disabilities and things like that. Like, I know that you are a disability advocate. So what are some of the things that you do? Is it just Spina Bifida that you're advocating about, or all type, or is there a category?
I will say it's not just Spina Bifida for me. It's really about all disabilities. But I will say, when we see the little representation we do have, most of the time congenital disabilities aren't represented. It's usually people who have acquired their disability over time. And or something like that. And those are my people too. We're all one, but I need to show that congenital disabilities, we need that representation as well.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're an advocate for disabilities, because you're right. It's not a lot. And a lot of the times we don't see a lot of people with disabilities, in the media like that, like TV shows, movies, modeling,
exactly.
Commercials, and I like the fact that the guy who approached you, felt the, need to make sure you were a part of that project, because you are very beautiful. And I know there are other very beautiful and handsome men and women who, have a disability. And I think that you guys should be more in commercials and more into, it's like every time you see something about a disabled person on TV, it's just like a fundraiser, or it's just like, what I mean? Like,
dream is never like a regular everyday person. They always want to show somebody that is extremely disabled. They don't show the people who are disabled but are still living everyday lives, and they're still, they always want to go to the other end of the spectrum.
Exactly.
Because, like, I get it. Tanya, that I just started. I mean, I advocate for disabilities too. And I get mad because my disabilities aren't visible. And, I pull into a handicap spot. And then, of course, I got people, why she in that handicap spot? And this, baby, all handicaps are not seen. And, with my disability, I have good days. And then I got days where I'm using a cane and I want a wheelchair. But, we do need to advocate more for disabilities, because we are underrepresented in society as a whole, and especially in the media. So that is one of the reasons why I was so happy to have you on tonight and to talk to you, because I'm absolutely over the moon about all of the things that you're doing, especially modeling. Go ahead, girl.
Yes. And by the way, everybody, I am, and I'm gonna let you say what you want to say. I'm putting the link in the chat, because Miss Karneshia Shantel, you see the crown on her head, you see the sash on her shoulders. She has just recently, got chosen to be Miss Wheelchair Alabama 2020. She is going to be running for Miss Wheelchair United States, or USA. And she is She gave me a link because she's trying to raise funds to help assist her along the way. So I'm going to be dropping the link. I already dropped the link in there a few times. So I dropped the link, and you can click on the link and you can donate from anywhere up. Can they donate like any size? Like what's the, is there
any amount? We're not asking for a certain amount, and we are accepting all amounts.
Okay.
There is a goal listed on the link of what we're trying to reach.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure I donate tonight too. After I can't do it now, but I'm gonna donate tonight after the show.
Now, when you win, because see, I'm speaking it into existence.
Yes.
When you win, what do you win? What do you win?
Well, you win the title of Miss Wheelchair America, and you continue the work of advocacy of spreading your platform. And my platform will not be limited to just Alabama. It will broaden to the world.
Right.
So it will strengthen what I'm trying to do in my work for the community.
So you don't win like a cash prize. I know, like Miss America and all of that. They get like
because I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
Know. But
I know they get scholarships and stuff like that when they win. No,
I know, she's awesome. And I got another question, Karneshia. I had read somewhere where you had described your wheelchair as both your best friend and your worst enemy. Can you explain that to us?
Yeah, that was a campaign I had maybe about 3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And, it kind of is self-explanatory to me. Mm-hmm. This is my means, my way of getting around. It's hooked to me. Essentially, it is a part of me. If you touch my chair, I feel like you touching me.
Right.
But at the same time, going out into the world, dealing with corporate, because at the time I was working in corporate America, and it just seemed like they saw the chair before they saw me. Mm-hmm. So at times it made me be like, I don't like this at all, but it's still me. This is still me, and this is what you're gonna get. So it's my best friend. Sometimes it is my worst enemy because the life is hard. I just try to make it look easy.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Let them know that it's a wheelchair. It's not you. You are more than what that is. And that's I get what you're saying, baby. I get it.
And I have to ask you, is there any advice that you would give to parents who have been newly diagnosed by their doctor saying there's a possibility or you are going to be having a child born with Spina Bifida? Is there any advice you want to give out there? Because I know it has to be scary. To find, any birth defect, when you're carrying a baby, and then they probably wonder, is it something I've done? Is it something in our, family lineage? Is it something hereditary? So if you have any advice,
don't look at it as something bad. Or if you feel sorry for your child, what do you think your child is going to do? So I would say find ways to cope and deal with the situation so that your child does not suffer in the process. My parents never made me feel like I was a burden or anything like that. So let us live our life the way that we can, Don't try to put too many limitations on us or smother us as well. Thankfully, my parents didn't smother me.
Thank you for that advice. Do you know, or I don't know if you do know, or if your parents ever talked to you about it, but was there like a doctor's expectation for you as far as expectations for life, like how long they expected you to, live, or were there anything like that? Because I know you ain't no little kid right now, so you done lived a long life already.
I honestly don't think that. I don't know if there was actually expectation. I think they told my mom to prepare for whatever could happen because I did code twice when I was born.
Oh wow!
So I don't think they expected me to live long just based on how they put me back together. I don't think they expected me to even be this much into adulthood because I'm still getting things corrected that I feel like shouldn't have been placed like that in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
What they say,
that's
but
my
God,
prediction. that's
but
I
God.
believe in that situation.
Okay. And you were saying something, Karma Diva?
I just said, they wasn't thinking that she was gonna probably live long. She coded twice at birth, and she was born with these defects. But God,
But
that's
God.
all I can say. Is, but God has the final word. And look at her; she's still here. She's doing amazing things. Now,
Yeah.
what I did want to ask about is, I saw you driving. I saw you rolling. So, how was taking the driver's test, and how is your car modified to help you drive?
Take a question before you answer. I got a part B of that. Was the car donated? Did you have to make those accommodations yourself out of your own pocket, or is there like resources that people with disabilities can apply for? Go ahead.
You do have to car yourself. They're not going to buy a car for you, but there are resources to help you to obtain the hand controls and the driving lessons and all of that you need to assist you in driving.
Okay.
And there are plenty of resources out there. Mine was vocational rehab, and I
Okay.
had to go through 12 hours of driving classes to learn how to use the hand controls before I was able to take the driving test. And I didn't end up getting my license until I was 19 due to all of the different stuff that I had to do. But
That's all right.
Okay. Well, that's all right. Congratulations. Some people in their 30s and 40s and can't even drive, and they don't have no disabilities. So I think that's amazing achievement because you ain't even letting it stop you. You got a wheelchair. You can use that. You can get out there on the street, and you can get on the bus, and you can do all that with a wheelchair. But you was like, I want me a wheel.
I got another question, and it may sound stupid, but when you are getting into your vehicle, how are you able to pull your wheelchair and shut the door? How are you able
I
to
crawl
do
up
that?
the chair and shut the door.
You do what, huh?
I crawl across the chair and pull the door shut.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Cause
Ain't
I seen you on the video, and I was like, now how did she? I mean, my mind always go to weird places, and I was just kind of like, now how did she shut the door though?
because she did it all with no help. When I first saw that video, I was like, okay, I've never seen that done before. And sometimes it might seem like stupid questions because she's born with this, she's dealt with it. We're like, how, but again, it's amazing. It's amazing that you continue, doing whatever you wanted to do and reaching certain goals. And I want you to tell us about some of your achievements because I only know of a few things. I know about you becoming Miss Wheelchair Alabama 2020, which is awesome. I know you're a model and basketball. Let's talk about basketball and then you doing nails because she has a nail Facebook page. Let me see here. It's called Shantel Nails. And she does amazing. I wish I was down there in the Alabama. You do an amazing job on nails. The rhinestones, the bling, you do an amazing job. So I want you to talk about a little bit about basketball first, how you got into basketball, and then over to the nails.
I started playing basketball when I was in high school. I joined this team through Memphis, and we started traveling, playing junior basketball. When I didn't play basketball anymore while I was in college and things like that until I moved to Birmingham, and I knew that there was a team here. So I went to check them out. I didn't end up joining until the year after I moved here. The game of basketball has always been fun to me. I love it. I like to watch it. I like to play it. like to critique it.
What's your position?
We don't really have set positions, honestly.
And see, that probably was a dumb question, but I just had to ask because I don't know.
Positions, in standing basketball, but with us, you kind of just help out where you can and know your strengths and your weaknesses. And technically, I'm considered a little, so I'm better at defense. But I'm not currently playing right now due to some health issues I'm having. But hopefully, I can get back out there sooner than later.
Awesome.
Now, when you, dang it, I lost my thought. I had a question I was gonna ask. Okay, move on. I'll think about it later.
Okay, yeah, we'll come back to it later. And then talk about the nails. Was that always something you wanted to do, like get into nails, or did you start like doing your own nails or doing friends, your clientele has to be pretty high because I looked at your nail work and I'm not an artist, but I'm a cake artist, and all the details and the different designs and everything. You do beautiful work. So I just want you to let us know how you got into that.
Nails was a hobby. I did start doing my own, and I used to do some of my cousins coming up. And then when I went to college, I kind of used it as a little side hustle, nothing too major. But I didn't never take it serious. My people always used to ask me, "Why don't you do nails? Why are you even in school?" I was like, "I don't want to do nails." And once I stopped going to school and I figured out that I didn't like corporate America, I was like, I need to make something work for me. So I started to take nails a little more serious. I went to school, I got certified, and here I am, and business is good.
Yes, and again, if y'all want to check her work out, if y'all are from Alabama, do you have I know I have your page up here right now. It's Shantel's Nails, SHANTELZ Nails, NAILZ. Is there do you have like an Instagram?
The same name is on Instagram as well.
Okay, awesome. So y'all make sure y'all check her out if y'all down there, where she's from. And what city are you actually in?
I'm in Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham. Okay. So if you're in Birmingham, Alabama, and you want somebody to hook your nails up, them cuticles.
Get your nails did.
Get your nails did. Please hit her up, and she's also on Instagram as well.
Now I remember my question.
Okay.
What I wanted to know, right, girls. But what I wanted to wait a minute, speak for yourself. I ain't that old.
I
No. What I wanted to know about basketball. You were saying you play for a specific team. Now, who is it sponsored through? Like the Y? Is this who's it sponsored through? So that other people can maybe go out there and find that league too.
The team that I played for was the Lakeshore Foundation here in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay. Lakeshore or Laker Shore?
Lakeshore.
Okay.
Lakeshore. It's not necessarily a foundation, but just somebody that sponsors you guys.
Lakeshore Foundation are the sponsors and the owners of the team.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole facility for people with disabilities, and they have their own sports teams, and it's affiliated with the U.S. Paralympics.
Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Awesome. Cool. Now, what other achievements have you accomplished, or what other things have you accomplished? You got your hands in a lot of different pots. So feel free to toot your own horn.
That's hard for me to do. That's really hard for me to do.
But you gonna learn to do that as you get older, because if you don't, ain't nobody else gonna do it for you, baby.
I am a writer. I write for a magazine here in Birmingham called I Push Magazine.
Wow.
We have several successful issues. And in every issue, you can find an article written by me.
Okay.
I do some freelance writing as well. If anybody wants to bring me on as a writer, I can do that. I really enjoy it. It was a talent I hated in school, but as I got older, I realized I can do it, and I work well under pressure because I always push it to the last minute. Besides that, the modeling, I have an MBA in marketing, so I'm good with promoting things and managing my business and things like that. It really helps with managing my business and my personal brand as well.
Okay. All right. And do you have like a dream job? Like out of all the things that you're involved in, are one of them like your dream jobs, or is there something else that you aspire to do or be?
I would say my dream job was, and I say was because the industry is changing, but it's still a thing. My dream job is to be a radio personality and a host. But the way the media is changing, everything is so accessible, is that you can really do it on your own.
Right.
And I would like to start a podcast eventually. I'm still working out the ideas around that. I have merged together the idea of wanting to be a host and work in entertainment with my nail business. And I started a series called Claw Talk, which I filmed the first episode. It went really well. People really liked the idea. And it's a nail-based interview where I interview people right now from around the city who I feel like their stories need to be told. And we sit here, I do your nails, and we chat about what you got going on. Film it, put it up online.
Oh, wow.
You know, that would be a good idea for you as far as that. Doing it like a sister circle. So you have like a group chat, but you're doing somebody's nails at the same time.
That is eventually what I'm going. I mean, well, not eventually. I'm going to do that with some of my guests, because some of my guests are not, their business or their ventures are not just one person.
Right.
So as I'm doing this person nails, I may have their husband or their wife with them too, explaining what they do as well, or their business partner and their friends and all of that. So that is the direction I plan to take Claw Talk in. I'm very excited to keep that moving. We'll be without all this that's going on in the world. We were supposed to film next week, but we may have to push that back. But it's definitely going to continue.
And while you're talking about the podcast now, I have a supervisor who does podcasts, and I was talking to her about getting involved in that, but I do YouTube, and she was talking about, I like the podcast because people can't see us and and I'm shy and woo. I told her, I said, you might as well get your YouTube channel. So don't sleep on YouTube, because it's one thing
telling me to do YouTube, but I'm not technical. It's very hard for me to. I'm such an in the world type of person. The technology stuff confuses me. The uploading, the editing, it's just
call me. I tell everybody, girl, I ain't got so many people started on YouTube, like for real, friends, co-workers, strangers.
I'm gonna get you. You gonna get your YouTube channel? I'm like, I got one. I just don't know how to use it.
It's easier than you can imagine, and when I tell you, I think that you will have a very successful YouTube channel if you were to get started. And just just simple things that we do that are maybe a little bit more difficult for you, like videos about, like Carmel Diva asked you earlier, how do you get in your car? How do you, simple things like that, or how do you cook, or
I just throw it on my Instagram though and keep it going.
Well, see, the thing about it with YouTube, though, I don't know if you're getting paid over there on that Instagram.
No, I'm still trying to build my following. I'm almost there, but I'm not quite there yet.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with having more than one hustle.
Ask her, she got a million of them.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a cake artist. I'm a YouTuber. I got like 3, 4, 11 other jobs, and
you're a part-time pilot too.
I'm just saying. Shoot, I might pick up the president one day. I'm like,
oh Lord, drop him off in the middle of the ocean.
But if you ever have any questions about it, feel free to let me know. Because what some people also do, Well, some people also do the things they record on IG. Like, remember when I was telling you about the StreamYard, the platform that we're on right now?
Yeah.
You can stream up to like 4 or 5 different things. Like right now, we're streaming on YouTube and we're streaming on Facebook. You can stream on IG, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube at the same time.
Okay.
You don't have to go here and cut and copy, download. You can same time, and everybody can watch you at the same time. So you can, that's that multimedia platform is kind of fairly new, but a lot of people do use it, especially to do interviews or panels like this. So it's just the idea. If you got any questions, let me know. But do you got any more questions, Karma Diva, before we get into?
I was just going to ask her now. What do you do for fun? What do you like to go out and do? And does it by you being in a wheelchair, do you have limitations on some of the things that you can do?
I like to say that I don't have limitations. I like to do all kinds of things. I'm very outgoing. I like to go to the movies. I'm really open to anything. I want to do things that I haven't done before. That's what I'm trying to do more in this season of my life, is doing things that I haven't done before. I want to try the indoor skydiving. I want to do
scared.
Like arcades, like that.
I am scared of heights. But when you was talking about you want to get out and do more things that you like to do, can I ask, are you dating? I just want to know, do you got a man friend? Just some of the guys out there be like, "Ooh, she cute. Ooh, she."
They told me.
You said what?
That they haven't told me that.
Oh.
But no,
they went to the right spot. Trust me, they honey. They out there. They waiting on you.
Yeah, they sure
what's under that crown.
Oh Lord. I
said under the crown. I'm being good tonight.
You a mess. And people watching, thank you for everybody tuning in. We're not about to wrap up, so don't think we're about to wrap up. I just want to take a second to thank everybody that's watching us on YouTube and on Facebook. And again, I did put a link in the chat. Donations. Karneshia is accepting donations for her road to Miss Wheelchair America. As you can see, the crown that she has on, just for those who might have just recently came in, she was given the title of Miss Wheelchair Alabama 2020. So that's why she's wearing that crown, for those of y'all who might just came into the live. And I want her to talk a little bit about what it takes or what avenues are next for you to, try to make it to become Miss Wheelchair America.
Right now is gathering and raising the funds for nationals. With everything being so uncertain right now, it's hard to say what's next.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot that I want to do that's now on pause. And there's a lot that I had in the works that's now on pause. So I don't want to speak to anything yet, but there will be events and there will be times where you can see me out, but I just don't know what that'll be just yet.
Okay. All right. Now, do you guys, I don't know. I have to be honest. I don't know a whole lot about pageants. So do you guys have to tour a lot, or I mean, with Miss Alabama, I'm sure you're mainly in state, promoting and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to Miss USA, do you guys have to travel a lot, do tours and all kind of what all is involved in something like that?
I will go to where anybody that wants to talk to me, or we do have to make appearances.
Okay.
So it is either somebody contacts me or I contact them, and we just get the ball rolling that way.
Okay.
But we have to make appearances and explain our platform and make strides into using our platform and explaining what we want to do and how we're going to go about it and things like that. It's just that now just can't do those things publicly right now.
Corona. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the virus going around. Yeah, it's a don't you start coughing, Karma Diva. But yeah, it's a mess right now. A lot of people is canceling trips and canceling events and concerts, basketball, everything right now. So I get it. I get it. But hopefully we won't be shut down for long. Hopefully, I know they are working at record speeds trying to find the proper treatment, the cure, the antidote for what's going around, so a lot more people are not, affected as they are. But so hopefully you guys will be able to start doing your events and doing your promotions and traveling and doing live interviews in person and all that really, really soon. So that's what I'm hoping for. But tell us why do you deserve to be Miss Wheelchair USA? I know why you do, but tell the people.
I believe that I am the representation that I would like to see in our community, and I make strides every day to ensure that happens. And I just really feel like I'm the person for the job, I guess. I'm really passionate about what I do and what I speak on, though. If I'm speaking on it, I've done my research, I have studied, I am pretty sure about what I'm talking about. So
yeah,
though anything that's half done, and I'm genuine in what I say.
Right. I can tell you're passionate. I know you're passionate. I mean, I follow you on, the Instagram, the Facebook and everything. And, we are cousins. So I know how passionate you are. And when I said before that I know why you should receive that crown for Miss Wheelchair USA, because I just see your accomplishments like all the time. I actually get to, see that on social media, the people who follow you, we get to see that everything that you're involved in, from playing basketball, from being a model, from being Miss Wheelchair Alabama. I mean, there's so many things, again, that you have accomplished that people without any disabilities can accomplish, or, wouldn't know how to tackle that, that goal. So I really do think that, you'll get it. I'm here to support you all the way. You have a lot of support with family, a lot of support with friends, and people being into the chat and sharing the video and everything. So you have a lot of people supporting you. So again, I want to say also that there's a link in the chat, and I'm just going to bring up the screen so they can know that they're getting to the right link when they go to the screen. So let me just show, we'll move us all to the side. And I'm going to share this screen over here. And let me know if it's not big enough. Okay, I think it's pretty big enough. I think it's pretty big. Okay, so the link that I keep dropping in the chat is going to take you to this link right here. If it takes you anywhere else, then you got the wrong link. So, but this is the link that it takes you to. Go ahead.
Can y'all still see me?
Yeah, we see you.
I hit something and I can't see nobody.
Oh, well, just go out and come back in.
I'm trying.
Okay. But this is the link. This is the page for Karneshia, and this is to help her on her journey for Miss Wheelchair USA, Miss Wheelchair America. So all you have to do is click the link in the chat. It will take you to this donation page. It says support K Shantel, which is short for Karneshia Shantel, to the MWA Nationals. Again, it says on here she's Miss Wheelchair Alabama 2020. You can see there's different links on here from $25, $50, $100, $250, or other. So whether you want to donate $1 or more, and you can do it one time, there's a one-time thing right here, or you can do it monthly. So it's up to you. But I know that she appreciates any kind of donation to help her along the road to Miss Wheelchair America. So that is the link, and I'm going to close it right now.
And there's also a text to give feature as well.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Let me go to that. Let's see. Let me find it. Let me find it. Okay, and there's also a link where you can actually text a donation. So I'm going to put that in the chat right now. And it is MKAM. I'm sorry, M. Okay, let me just copy it and paste. I don't want to mess it up. I do not want. You know, I'm dyslexic.
Trouble with alphabet.
So I'm typing it in the chat right now. So you can click that link to donate, or you can do a text.
Yes.
Okay, so I just put the text in there. It says text to MWAKSP. That's Mother, Walter, Apple, Kevin, Sam, Peter to 44. Is it that? No, 44321. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 44321 to text donation. So you can either click the link, the first link that I showed you guys, the first screen, or you can text it.
Right.
So, and again, any donations is appreciated. Is appreciated. Anything else you want to roll out with, Karma Diva, before we wrap up our interview?
I think I'm good.
You good in the hood, on the hood table?
In the hood.
Okay. All right. Any last minute things you want to say as far as your promoting your brand or anything before we wrap up, Karneshia?
No. Yes, continue to support and give if you can. Anything is greatly appreciated, and be on the lookout for new episodes of Cloud Talk coming soon.
Awesome. And that's what I meant to ask you earlier. Where can we find the Cloud Talk? Like,
I posted it on my Facebook.
It's on Facebook?
It is on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah. Now, again, y'all know I'm all about social media. You got to start you an individual one for that too. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm telling you, man. You want to, for real, you want to like that's going to be a brand. And you're going to need to get that copyrighted too. For real. Claw Talk, I ain't never heard nothing like that before.
Right.
And it's very interesting. It's very different. It's a lot of nail techs out here who I ain't never heard of anything like that they wanted to do or that they have approached. So right. I definitely got you on that. So that is one thing. Even if you don't get your own personal YouTube or podcast or anything, just personal, that Claw Talk, yeah, I would have that. Kind of like, okay, you know how we came across the hood table, right? You know Jada Pinkett on Facebook, she has the red table. Mm-hmm. That's where our name derived from. That's where our name derived from. I thought that was a really cool idea. And me and Karma Diva, we both from the hood. And a lot of times, a lot of the topics or subjects we talk about is like real subjects that real people deal with, pertaining to our hood or any other hood. So I was like, that'd be a cool idea, a cool suggestion. So I was like, okay, Jada, we coming.
Yeah,
we coming, Jada. But I think that would be really cool. Claw Talk on YouTube, IG, Twitter. I'm all about social media, and I'm all about promoting.
We'll talk about it after we log off. We'll talk about it after we log off.
Call me.
Mm-hmm. Look, she gonna come after you because I wasn't trying to be on camera. I was not, and she kept coming, and it was finally like, okay,
right,
okay, I'll do it with you.
I know talent. I know talent when I see it, and I know awesome personalities when I see it. And social media, when it comes to promoting and platforms, is all about your personality. That's it. I love both of you ladies' personality. So anyway, that's all. That's all. But But anyway, that's all the questions I had. That's all the questions Karma Diva had. And anybody, if y'all want to reach out to Karneshia Shantel, what's the best way to reach out to you? You have an email that you could give out, or?
Yeah, my email is kshantelofficial@gmail.com.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, awesome. Make sure y'all follow her on Facebook and IG, and she just gave out her email address. And don't forget, the links are in the chat. The text link is in the chat, and also the internet link is in the chat for anybody who wants to donate to Karneshia on her road to going from Miss Wheelchair Alabama 2020 to Miss Wheelchair America.
Keep moving on up. We speak into existence, honey. That crown is already yours.
Keep making us proud. Keep making us proud.
I just want to say, I'm glad that I had the chance to meet you and to talk with you and to get a better understanding of not only Spina Bifida, but other things, and to find out how you have journeyed on and soldiered on despite, being disabled. And I appreciate the strives and the efforts that you're making. And I'm hoping that somebody else can see you and be inspired to do to greatness, to do what you're doing and even more.
Right.
So we appreciate you coming on. We thank you for being honest with your answers. And honey, like I said, fix your crown, baby. Don't worry about it, Queen. You got this.
Rock that crown. Rock that crown.
Right. Well, if it was me, I'd be wearing the crown everywhere. I go to McDonald's with that crown on.
Be at Walmart looking for Tisha wearing that crown.
Well, where the water at? Why y'all all out of water? Don't you see a queen in here? I'm thirsty. Shit.
And on that note, y'all, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Karneshia, for blessing us with your presence for our interview tonight with you. Thank you to my co-host, Karma Diva. You know I love you too. And everybody who tuned in, give us a thumbs up, hit that like button, hit that share button so we can promote Karneshia's road to Miss Wheelchair America. And also, don't forget to donate. The links is in the chat. Donate to Karneshia. She appreciates anything. No amount is too small. No amount is too small.
Right.
And everybody,
Don't
in
forget
the
to hit the notification bell.
Oh, go ahead.
I would say don't forget to hit the notification bell so we can do what?
Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ching-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Hey. All right. Hey, in the meantime, in between time, stay safe, be blessed, stay healthy, and we out. Deuces. Have a good night, ladies.
You too.
All right.